everyone. So I wanted to update you guys about my 7 weeks pregnancy. And I had my ultrasound today. And going into the ultrasound, I was so nervous. So nervous. I barely ate anything before because I just didn't want to be feeling even more sick than I already was. Ruby, stop, baby. And hang on, I'm gonna let my dogs out. Alright, let's go. Go ahead, go. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so I had my ultrasound done today, and when I went in there, I told the ladies, I was like, I'm really nervous about this ultrasound, and she asked me, how I've been feeling, and I said, well, I'm really sick all the time. I'm breaking out like crazy. Ugh, these things are just disgusting. They look huge. But, and I told her, these are symptoms that I had my last pregnancy, and my last pregnancy didn't do so well. So I was really nervous to see what was going to come up on the screen. So they started the ultrasound, and of course they did the transvaginal, and they wouldn't let me see the screen at first. I guess that's common. They want to make sure that everything's okay before they show it to you. I think because, especially like me, I would probably freak out if I didn't see the right thing at the right time or whatever. So anyway, she, did the whole, she went from the left side to the right side to make sure there was only just one in there, and there was just one, and then she measured it, and it was measuring at 6 weeks and 5 days, so it's only 2 days off, so that is great. And then she turned on the thing that lets you hear the heartbeat, and I was listening to it and everything, but I thought it was my heartbeat for some reason. And she goes, and there's the heartbeat, and I go, that's the baby's heartbeat? And she said, yep. And I go, and I went, bleh, bleh. Sorry. I said, oh my God. And I started bawling, just flat out bawling, because I've never heard that before. With all of my other pregnancies, I never got to hear anything. So to hear it today, it was really, really cool. And the yolk sac is measuring fine in ratio with the baby. And I got 3 pictures, so I get to send one to my husband. And then I went and talked to the doctor, and he told me that with my history, he wants me to come in once a week for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then when I'm like 10 or 11 weeks along, he says that he will rubber band slingshot me over to the OB side of the world. So, I'll be excited when I get to go to a regular OB, and, that I'll know that everything's okay. Today was really reassuring, though. So, yeah. So I'm supposed to start my new job tomorrow. Now, this new job is at a bookstore. And literally, I was making $7 more an hour working at the Child Development Center. And I was working 30 hours, or at least 30 hours a week, because I was part-time. And part-time is guaranteed 30 hours. So I was working 30 hours, making $13.41 an hour at the CDC. And then here, I'm going to be working about 15 hours a week for $7.40 an hour. It's not $7, it's $6. But anyway, Yeah, so my husband and I talked about it, and we decided that it's probably better financially for me to go back to the CDC. Um, so I called my old boss at the CDC, and I told her that I had put in an application online, and she told me that the next job fair is on the 10th. And so she wants me to call her tomorrow to see. She said that she's going to call a couple people to see what she's going to need to do to be able to pull me back in. But so I'm going to call her tomorrow and be able to find that out. But she said that on the 10th, what they would basically do, because she doesn't know exactly how she would do that, is that she would just take my file from the job fair interview, and she would put it back into the hire system. So I'm going to be working at the bookstore until I get hired back on at the CDC. But it's literally a difference of like $1,200 a month. So it's, especially with this baby coming in March, and then me and my husband and the baby are going to be moving from here in North Carolina to California in May. So it's going to be, I mean, it's going to cost a lot of money. We're going to have the military, pack and move our stuff, but they will only pay to move one car. And we have two cars. We have my car and my husband's. So we're going to go ahead and have the military people transport my husband's car, and we're going to drive my car to California. Excuse me. It's cheaper that way. It's going to be a really long drive, especially with a 2-month-old and our 2 dogs. But at the same time, I would rather do that than pay $300 each for me and my husband, and then $150 for each for our 2 dogs and our cat, and those are all flight prices, and then pay $1,000 to move my car to California. So that's just not possible. We figured that it's going to be about $500 for gas to go from here to California. And then we might stay a couple nights in different hotels and stuff, just because it's going to be a lot to have a baby in the car for that long. I don't want to put, that stress on the baby. So it will be a lot better for us to just, drive and take a couple nights here and there. And then that way, when we get to California, we can spend time with our family and then go up to where he's being stationed to live. So yeah, that is about it. I will be probably doing an update next Monday after my next appointment. So I will talk to you guys then. Bye.